I'm sorry if you love watching, oh my god, live reaction to trailers, live reaction to fucking E3. I'm totally not of that at all. I want to watch, when I watch content on the internet, alright, I want to watch someone who has formulated an intelligent opinion, who is not just making a video for the hype and for the money. I want to watch someone who's actually adding some kind of critical commentary, some kind of contribution based on their own personal experience or their knowledge of the industry. That's what I want, an intelligent video, intelligent content. Not, oh, E3 hype, oh yeah, oh, look at my face, look at my overreaction, give me monies. Oh, wow, oh my god, I'm so amazed, oh, I'm jizzing in my pants because I announced a new game. Oh, hype, E3 hype. We got a lot to cover. Microsoft went almost a full 2 hours in their press conference, and I'm going to squeeze that until maybe about an hour, maybe a little longer for you, so you definitely don't have to watch the whole thing. Oh my god, what I mean by that is they're like, oh, you know, Xbox, the best way to play, and said, I think this is pretty hilarious. Phil Spencer, obviously the head of Xbox, comes out, and he's the one who leads the press conference, which is fine. He's a good guy, people like him, he's very charismatic, etc. But he literally mentioned Mixer probably about a dozen name drops throughout the press conference when he's just trying to wedge it into stuff, and you're like, what? If you guys don't know, Mixer is the Microsoft-owned streaming service. They're trying very desperately to compete with places like Twitch, and they're failing miserably like no one, almost no one.
Love's so hard to find. Your feelings changed like the weather.
Uses Mixer unless they get paid to do so. And what I mean by that is, you know, obviously Microsoft tries to promote, so they pay certain streamers and the like to try to use their business. Obviously, the people who are the PR guys for Microsoft, like Major Nelson and stuff, use it. But for the most part, everyone uses Twitch to stream, and then probably second place would be YouTube. Mixer a distant third. So it's hilarious to see them name drop Mixer a million times during this press conference, and half the people watching are like, "What's Mixer? I don't even know what it is."
That's 100% a lie.
And the other half of us are just kind of chuckling to ourselves that they're really desperately trying to promote a streaming platform that they should have never launched to begin with. But I totally don't need to like run a profitable business or anything, you know. But anyway. Let's get past that and get to the actual information of the press conference. Halo Infinite, a new Halo game. And we know nothing about it. All it does is it shows a planet with like wild rhinos running through it and a squad of, it looks like generic troops walking across the planet. And all of a sudden cut to Master Chief with his helmet off. And he puts his helmet on, and he puts some kind of a token or a microchip in the back of his helmet. Halo Infinite. And then Phil Spencer comes out, oh, it's going to be an amazing way to play Halo. And then he doesn't explain anything about it. And you're like, is this a new game? Is this a new way to play Halo? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're watching it, and you're like, I don't really understand what Halo Infinite is. And he doesn't explain. It just... Go on with the cup in the palm. Love so hard to find. He goes, oh, don't worry, all the proceeds that you guys paid to go to FanFest go to Gamers Outreach, a non-for-profit, a charity of ours. And I'm like, I'm going to say this again. I said this during my EA recap. I'll say it again. For me, charity is a thing that's meant to be done for the sake of doing good, not to then, after the fact, do self-promotion to benefit yourself. So it's great that they did this Xbox FanFest. They donated all the proceeds to the Gamers Outreach. Why do you need to immediately, as soon as your press conference opens, promote that? Like, look at us, we're the good guys. Just do the fucking charity and stop gloating about it. Baby Man Gaming, please, could you stop talking about shootings? I swear, some people, man. Is it horrible that there was apparently a mass shooting at a batting tournament? Yes. Do we need to talk about mass shootings all fucking day on stream? No. So stop. Holy crap. Okay, first of all, level up and I gotta undo. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. Two companies now, the first two press conferences at E3 both did it. Is every single company now going to be talking about all their non-for-profit amazing things they do so we don't think that they're big evil corporations? It's ridiculous. Just fucking do the good thing and stop trying to get attention for it. Give me monies! Ori 2. So remember Ori and the Blind Forest, that Metroidvania style game that had really pretty visuals and some really feels in the plot of it? I've tried playing it. Quite frankly, I thought the gameplay was alright, but my stream viewers fell asleep. I'm not even kidding. Like, they told me about not even an hour into the game that it was the most boring thing they've ever seen. Ugh, okay.
That's right. If only I weren't so old. If only I were young. Ugh, I could stay up past, 8 p.m. and not be yawning like a, like a grandpa. I don't know how to loot these houses effectively because...
Ugh. It's not like there's one consistent. Oh,
Power over the military has weakened since the
God.
killings. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. Their revenge.
Oh.
Nuclear attack on the...
It's like watching paint dry. Stop playing it, so I did. I'm not a sellout. I'm not a shill. Don't nod. Clear. How is there a business model where you're giving us the game for free? It doesn't make sense, right? Comes out February 2019. And oh god, I'm having a brain fart on the other third game.
I'm having a brain fart.
Us people with intelligent brains, brains that work, that are hinged properly, right? We're screwed in correctly.
They just made that game that flopped. Didn't they? Did they or did they not? Remedy made, wasn't it? Oh god, what's the name of the game? I can't do it. I'm having a massive brain fart here.
So there you go. Exclusive. Oh, so like, exclusive. Ooh, what could it be? Sea of Thieves. Oh, fuck. Man, that game stunk so bad back in March. We don't want to hear more about that.
That is it for my Sea of Thieves coverage. I played it 3 days straight. I played it with a crew. On the first day, we didn't know what we were doing. We finally figured out how to play the game. Yesterday, I played it all day with a crew that we were competent, and we were completing all these missions. We even did a stronghold takeover. Today, I played the experiencing it solo. So now I've seen everything except the Kraken, which everyone says you need a team to do, which I can't do. And everyone says not worth it anyway. So I've seen pretty much everything in the game. I've done every mission type and everything. So, thank you for watching, whether you watch live on stream or on YouTube. I do appreciate that. That is it for Sea of Thieves. Unless they significantly add tons of new content to the game to make it a robust and fun game, I see no reason to ever play it again. It is incredibly boring. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. Playing it solo, I can treat this game like PUBG, where I just kind of go around doing random shit and it's a time killer, so I can read what you guys say in stream chat and interact with you. But outside of that, the co-op aspect of the game wasn't great. There was nothing in the game that was riveting or interesting after I did each mission type. It just got boring. And honestly, I wouldn't even want to keep playing this game with friends because I'm bored. There's like nothing else to do. If there were other kinds of things going on in the game, sure, I would play it with friends. But I have like no desire to even play it ever again with co-op because there's nothing left to do. So, that's it for Sea of Thieves.
Huh? He turns to her. Oh yeah, that sounds great. And she's like, you just want the money for this, don't you? Yes. So, it's hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious because now we got the Xbox fanboys in the street. But the game sold 5 million copies. Wrong. No. 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 5 million people played the game via Xbox Game Pass and didn't pay a single penny to fucking play it. That's the stat that Microsoft gives you when they say Sea of Thieves sold 5 million copies. Wrong. Oh, this new gameplay feature is based on a true story of a Norwegian who went during the combat, was attacked by the Germans and blah, blah, blah. Because Sony Santa Monica, you know, the ones who just make Gears of War, the ginormously popular game. So now Microsoft thinks that if you're located in Santa Monica, apparently you have talent. So they created a team in Santa Monica to make their own first-party games. They showed, of all things, the one thing that we were all waiting with bated breath to see at E3 this year. Of course, it's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We all needed new content for that. So anyway, because recently, if you guys aren't aware, ever since the release of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds in early December, I believe it was the second week of December, it was right after I had spent time with my girlfriend, time off. When I came back, it released. People have really enjoyed my PlayerUnknown's Battleground streams. Basically, people are really into them. They feel that, you know, they are the most interactive streams that I do because, in particular, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has a lot of downtime during the game to talk with stream chatters, right? So it allows me to be the most interactive that I am on any of my streams because I don't have to be hyper-focused on the gameplay constantly, right?
I didn't even know that's what that was. I didn't know that was a noise for a frag. I had no idea. I didn't know what that was at all. It was like chick, 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 chick. What the fuck was that noise? I don't know. Fuck you. fuck did that guy come from? I don't know where that guy came from. Let me go somewhere to heal.
I was not paying any attention to my gas. And now I'm murdered by someone invisible.
Amazing. Your game sucks. Your game is still a piece of fucking donkey shit. Any of us who bought PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on the Xbox One this last year know how much of a joke the game is. The game chugs along, barely runs at 20 frames per second half the time. The gunplay is monstrously delayed, and the game in general is just not a very great game. People basically say if you get it on PC, you get a far superior experience, and it's unfair that people paid the same amount of money to play it on Xbox One when the game is far inferior. But there you go. Okay. Then they showed off The Division 2. But there you go. Master. Whoopity freaking doopity. Someone wants to fuck over the world and they're trying to use some kind of magical crazy mumbo jumbo when it's up to Lara Croft to stop them in this brutal combat and she's using her arrows and guns and throwing people over ledges and solving puzzles. It's Tomb Raider. It's Tomb Raider. Like, again, third game in the series, doesn't seem to innovate at all. It seems like it's exactly the same as the last two. I said this about the last one, that it was too similar to the first, and now here we go again. It looks like the same game again. You'll learn really nothing whatsoever by watching this trailer for the game. Up next, exclusive. I don't know. Exclusive. But hey, the game dev said it's the best one ever, so I guess we should believe him, right? And also, MTC Dude cheered again. He said, I have no idea what you're even talking about, and it's completely off topic, so I'm not reading it. There you go. It's very toxic. Yeah. There you go. Exclusive. So, I don't know, okay? Microsoft is developing new AI, so the characters in their games moving forward will be more revolutionary and better to interact with. It'll be a lot more fun. We're also working on making cloud streaming a lot better, so anyone will be able to play our games from any device in the future. You don't have to worry about, you know, having that crazy-ass great internet connection or hardware. We're trying to make cloud streaming better, yada, yada, yada. And then Phil Spencer said, in my opinion, one of the most untruthful statements I've ever heard spoken at E3. Okay, you ready? These words came out of Phil Spencer's mouth. Are you ready? You ready, guys? I'm not making this up. He actually said this. Prepare yourselves. Tighten your pants. Get your stress balls ready. Squeeze them. Everything you need. I couldn't believe he actually fucking had the gall to say this. You know, I mean, just being real here. Hey, that's just real talk, all right? Real talk, all right? And just being real talk with you guys. Not my words, Phil Spencer's words. Let's see. I cannot wait to see the stream chat's reaction to what I'm about to read you. He closed the press conference saying this. You will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox. What? Mr. Phil Spencer, you will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox is a blatantly false statement. You literally lied to everyone.
Go on, kept falling apart. Love so hard to find.
Statement like that at your press conference and expect like people like me are just gonna let it slide. Expect like people like me are just gonna let it slide. Phil Spencer, you are a liar in 2018 and you owe an apology because that was fucked up to lie like that to everyone. All right. What the fuck are you talking about, Phil? How can you make a blatantly lying statement like that? That's fucked up. You tell me. But instead we got to have a lying statement from Phil Spencer at the end of the press conference instead. And Eternal Napalm cheered and said, I always love and respect your zero bullshit content. Truth hammer needed and dropped on Phil Spencer. Enjoy these bits. Well, thank you very much, Eternal Napalm. I will never pull punches. I'm sorry. You know, I actually like Phil Spencer. I think Phil Spencer is a nice guy and an entertaining and personality and a good guy to lead the studio. I mean, way fucking more than Don fucking Matrick, that's for sure. But when you say shit like that, you got to get called out because that was fucking horse donkey do. Okay? Whatever a horse donkey is, it was the do that came out of its asshole.
I said it not too late.